What is going on, crypto world, dunya community, cryptopians, cryptographers, encryptors, twirled. All right, what's going on? Maintaining. I saw a couple of dips today. Wasn't too thrilled with it, but hey, it's just the way that the cookie crumbles, or the cookie crumbles before it's rebuilt again. So not worried about it. Anyhow, so moving forward, still only that one investor for Zosting.net ICO for Zosting.com. Talking to people every single day. Hey, it happens. They see the value in the project, they do. I continue in the process, continue to build value in it as much as I can. In the meantime, like I said, phase one is over tonight. And unfortunately, you know what? I've decided not to move around any of the dates or anything like that. I'm just going to let it ride. I'm not going to change it or anything of the sort. The dates are what it is. I did go ahead and contact a few individuals that are heavy hitters within the crypto world, and hopefully, they contact me back and they see the value in the project as well. Moving forward, like I said, Zosting.net ICO is live. You do need MetaMask to do it, or you can go to Zosting.com. Under the top menu, under the home icon on the top left, you'll see ICO below that. You can click on that, kind of get a general idea of what I'm speaking of. All right, moving forward. I did go ahead and make a couple of moves yesterday. One of them I'm going to leave as the Phantom coin right now. Still kind of like doing a little bit of research on it and whatnot. But I went ahead and bought some. I bought some PayPie. Now, recently, of course, they came out with like the PR release that they're teaming up with QuickBooks. And that their beta is now in release, not an alpha yet. So if anybody's ever worked in QuickBooks, you know how that operates and all that other stuff. And from an environmental perspective, on data migration and resource usage and all that other jazz that comes along with QuickBooks. From anywhere from light to like online, like online copy, or like a hard install on your machine. How that can kind of affect everything, and and all the other general like bells and whistles that comes along with QuickBooks and whatnot, to do your taxes, accounting, and whatnot. So PayPie has partnered with QuickBooks. Now their beta is now in release, so it is going to start getting integrated, little by little, and starting to get adopted and mass accepted from a utilization perspective. So yeah, I'm pretty psyched about that as well. I've had my eye on PayPie for a long time. Unfortunately, I didn't dive right into it, which I kind of like, I'm regretting now. But hey, I still got it at a very decent price. Well, pretty much like free, next to nothing really, if you think about it. I took some of my, whatever. How do I want to say it? I took some of the cheese off some of my other coins. Some of the profits, and took that, threw it into PayPie, amongst another one, which is, like I said, is like a Phantom. I'm going to leave that for a completely separate video, because that one in specific, I have a very, very decent feeling about it, considering, what I've seen so far. Again, and like the team members, all that other stuff, and like the usage, and I'll get into that one later. But yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check out PayPie. It's a pretty decent coin, pretty decent integration, a pretty decent team. It has been partnering with like a monster, which means that, once it's deployed in alpha, then pretty much anybody that utilizes it has the option of utilizing this utility token. And, if you've been in QuickBooks, then you know how many millions and millions and millions of users that are probably like utilizing, and that's just like a number off the top of my head. It could be in like the billions, who the heck knows. But there is like a lot of like individuals that utilize it, specifically from an organizational perspective. Anyhow, that's all I wanted to say in this like short video. But yeah, if you get a chance, definitely check out Zosting.net. That's what the ICO is. It's the ICO is for Zosting.com. It's to create a wallet for the web hosting industry to kind of like integrate that into Zosting.com. So make purchases, using the utility token for dedicated servers, shared hosting, things like that. The ICO is on Zosting.net. The ticker is Zost, Z-O-S-T, in Etherscan. So if you go to Etherscan, look in the top right menu, you'll see it says Z-O-S-T. You type that in, you'll see it with Zosting.com as the name and the ticker as Z-O-S-T. Moving forward, like I said, I have decided not to make any changes. I'm just going to let it ride, So, I mean, it is what it is. I do have, we do have a decent, month, to push this, and hopefully, other individuals that don't really need, in any kind of how should I word it? They won't need any kind of in-depth understanding of what exactly that this is supposed to do. Very simple project, very straightforward project. Nothing very complicated. Specifically, if you've been into the data game before, you know how that works. I mean, it's just that very, very thin layer that we're trying to create, which pretty much surrounds the entire atmosphere of this data environment. So moving forward, definitely check out PayPie. The ticker for that is PPP. If you get a chance, check out Zosting.com for all your shared hosting and dedicated server needs. And I just wanted to keep this video very short. Until the next one, take it easy, fellas and ladies.